Good afternoon, everybody. June 15th. I projected today because my trees shipped from Pennsylvania early. Thought I'd walk you through this. I want this for the record so I know when I planted these. June 15th, 2017. It was a saga. I did some trimming today. Trimmed up around my persimmons. So hot in Missouri. I had a saga here trying to get these trees. Went to 3 local, tried to spend my money local. Went to 3 local nurseries and they laughed when I said that I wanted Osage Orange, mock orange trees. Well, here they are. 4 of them. Because I didn't know this, these trees are either male or female, not both flowers on the same tree. And of course, you saw the chainsaw over there. I trimmed and pruned and brushed and tried to throw this in piles back here for the wildlife. So my weed mat, I guess I need to stake that down. I haven't done it, but wanted to rest for a minute and show you what I did. I space these somewhere around 15 feet apart, 12 to 15 feet, but I could walk. I do know this, the weed mat's the most important thing. Watered them in good. You can't see them, but they're all in biodegradable pots. Some kind of a mesh degradable pot, so it keeps them from root shock, plant shock. You plant them, so they'll degrade over the year. This tree, the one thing I left in here, there was another one I wanted to leave, but this is a honey locust, thornless, by the way. And I wanted to keep it. So pods, deer will eat those beans, all those locust pods. This is back looking west here into my timber. But those are my trees, Osage Orange. And the nursery couldn't guarantee they're grown from seeds, so they didn't know the sex. So hopefully, some of these are female and at least one male. They're all wind pollinated indoor insects, but I'll keep these things watered. So they look pretty good. These are just some cages I had laying around here. They look pretty good, damn sharp thorns. But the cages really hold the weed mat down, and so nobody mows them or trims them because I want them. So we'll see. I'm guessing these trees are 3 years old, somewhere in there. So things go well. I'll fertilize them next year. Things go well. I could have mock oranges here 6 years maybe, and I'd be lucky in 6 years. The books tell you that these trees the females need to be about 10 years old before they start fruiting. But we'll see. Why I don't want them? I just did. I grew up, we had Osage Orange trees in one of the creek bottoms on the farm I grew up on, and I just wanted them. So here we go. It'll be a living fence hedge here if they grow in. Maybe I put them too far apart, but that's all right. I want some oranges, and I know deer will eat them. And locust, honey locust, thornless. I can't find a locust tree on this place here that has thorns. So, I don't know. Happy about that. And back here in my timber, I'll walk you back here real quick. We've got time. Let me show you. This is looking south. It's my apples and clover plot up there. Persimmons out in front. And there's a few small persimmons in that brushy spot, which I'm going to clear here November. I'm going to plant chestnuts, Dunstan chestnuts, below that brush up there. I'm going to have an apple orchard, chestnut orchard, and clover plot, which is imperial clover, Whitetail Institute. It came in nice, couldn't be happier. And on the back up there is honeysuckle vine. So let's walk through this real quick. I trimmed this really so I can walk with my daughter. She can walk back here. We teach her trees and plants. She's learning well. But, some nice, huge white oaks in here. Look at them. Big white oaks, black oaks, of course, shagbark, hickories, some red oak, and a lot of hackberries. See these? These are all hackberries here. which other than a shade tree, I don't know what good they are, but they get to stay. Yeah, nice in the timber, nice and cool back here. So I do have a stand set up here for a north and or east wind. These deer will funnel in through the timber, heading to my plot, hopefully, or the apples in years to come. This will be nice. It's not about really killing a deer. Of course, I want to, and does are fine. But give something back. It is rewarding. That clover came up there, which I just sprayed it again. And I'll give it another week. I'm going to trim it, mow it. So it's about giving something back, and it's rewarding. Watching that clover, and I'm planting these Osage trees just because something will eat them. Deer, squirrels, who knows? But something. It's good for wildlife. I'm all for it. And I'll order my chestnuts. I'm probably going to do a 10 tree package. These Dunstan chestnut trees, which is a hybrid between the American chestnut that was just wiped out completely. Billions of trees destroyed, killed by that blight, and they're not done. Those trees, the roots, they put up sucker trees, runners from the roots, and they get to a certain age, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 years old, and the blight gets them. But, you know, the American chestnut tree is not gone. It just can't mature and flower. So, but these Dunstan trees are hybrid. I don't know. I read in a book, 94% American. You know, and I don't. I'd love to have American chestnuts here. I mean, pure American chestnuts, but not if the blight will kill them, where they can flower, and not. So I guess these Dunstans technically would be more of an orchard tree, but they'll produce some awesome tasting chestnuts. I'm going to eat them. Of course, the deer will too. Let's walk up here. Any tree or plant here. I'm going to get some pawpaws too, by the way, when we do these Dunstan chestnuts up here. I want pawpaws. Good for wildlife and for, call that an Arkansas banana, by the way. They eat them in Arkansas, actually. And I had an aunt, a great aunt, that made my uncles when they were boys go out and get her pawpaws because she cooked with them. So you can do the same. About when time comes, a couple years when I have apples up here. My mom and dad have a copper apple butter kettle. You know, you build a fire under it, cook your apples up, and make apple butter. So I am going to do that. My kids are going to do that just like I did. It'll be a good memory. You never know what's important to you when you get older. You remember what you did as a kid, and you want to repeat it. Let me show you these. These are all American persimmons. And I trimmed all this brush and vines over them. This was all overgrown right here. Matter of fact, I just trimmed this again. But look at these persimmons. I will have persimmons here. Halloween, week around Halloween. This would be good. And for those that have never had a persimmon, let them ripen. They're good for wildlife and me. So look at this persimmon in here. That is a huge, sorry for making you dizzy. That's a huge persimmon. I tried to clear the brush the best I could. So let's keep walking. I'll show you this. Just another minute or so. But yes, this right here, all this brush, it's all going. I'm gonna plant these Dunstan trees 35 feet apart. And I'll probably start out here. But row of trees and stagger them so they can pollinate 35 feet apart. I'll get 10 trees in here easy. There's plenty of room. But any persimmon out here in this brush is staying. And I don't care. They're fine. They're a good shade tree. They're an edge tree anyway. But the only reason this isn't brush hog now is because it's baby time still. Found turkey nests here, and I know there's fawns out in this. Or maybe up around the corner, but you don't brush hog until later on in the year. This thing's yellowing up. I sprayed this again with Slay and Arrest. So, needs to be trimmed, mowed, and I'm happy. Look at those trees. Look at those apples right here. Every one of these, there's 11 total. One you can't see, it's in a cage. It didn't have a protector for it. But every one of these trees has branched, leafed, budded, except that persimmon up there. well, coincidentally, the only one not in a tree protector. They're like mini greenhouses for them. Might be a better view. There's brush back there that's all covered in honeysuckle vine, which the books say deer eat. I've never hunted over honeysuckle, so either way, it's staying. So, come bow season, this ought to be promising. And 2 years from now, I guarantee I'll have apples up here. It's only going to get better. So, I will have another update, I'm sure, before then. But I'm going to do these Dunstan chestnuts here. This is going to be nice. Spend the money. I'm going to do a 10 free package and it comes. It's a deal. With the weed mats, good professional weed mats, and tree protector tubes, grow tubes. And I'll do it right. Water these things. I did water these apple trees the other day. It's hot here, mid-90s. Hot as hell in Missouri. That's what you get in summer. So, thanks everybody. Just an update. Have a great day.